Hey there, fellow raiders. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Odyssey, the Pilgrim ship. Episode 56, Betraying the Orbital Trade Guild. Skyra, are you really idle? Is there nothing... Oh, I'm missing... Oh, yeah, okay. This is a big error. I'm here to refuel, and I forgot to actually turn on the refineries. Big derp. So I was like, I have all the materials for a locust armor. Why aren't we actually making the locust armor? Yeah, because I don't have the chem fuel. We're not making the chem fuel because the things were off. So our fuel tanks are at about 200 each. So we have a lot of refueling to do. Actually, I had a ton of wood. Just not paying attention. Chalk it up to sleep deprivation. You're saying that Napoleon didn't actually have a Vegeta complex? He didn't have his own complex. How much would it suck to be like a really accomplished military leader and like ultimately being known for being short even though you weren't? Like, that's a... History ain't nice. Not at all. You know? That's brutal. You guys want a research project? Hydroponics, what? Yeah, Napoleon was 5'6" in a time when everyone else was around that height. By modern standards, he's short, but like, you know, it's only with modern nutrition and medicine that the average height has skyrocketed recently. Here we go! Information about the long reach. I'm probably going to accept this in the morning when people are well rested, but this is the ultimate goal of this stream, so perfect. We do, in fact, want to get the long reach. Now, here's the caveat. I just called in 2 trade caravans, and Liara is by far our best socialite, and she's actually the only one allowed to even talk to the Imperial traders, because you need a rank of Knight or higher to do that. So, unlike usual, I think she's going to have to delegate trade caravaning. Look at that, another infinite chem reactor. This Persona Sword is a fast-moving hypersensitizer. Oh, boy, is that sexy. For a dedicated Psycaster, that thing is amazing. And it's going to be Huskies and a Mechs. And we can just, like, leave? What do you guys think? Chem reactor or sword? Reward to get. I'm just going to literally call it chem or sword. Because, you know, the first one is like, whatever. One of the side goals, if it's possible in the series, was I did want to try to get a golden throne. So that 100 gold is like a nice reward, but I don't think I'm going to go out of my way to make a golden throne. It was kind of a meme goal that, you know, if we get it, we get it. If we don't, we don't. Oh, okay. Maybe Liara can go to the facility because the Imperial trader just arrived. Didn't I get the asteroid? A whole asteroid of gold? Do I? I mean, there's some that has traces, but I don't have like a dense gold asteroid. Just a bunch of trace ones. Big Bear? Planetoid? I mean, Ursa Major, I guess, is Big Bear, so whatever. I shouldn't laugh at that. That's par for the course. Alright, you guys, what you got? What you got for me? You've got no gold. Like, why even arrive? You have nothing I want. Do you need beatdowns? Because I'll beat you guys up for your lunch money. I guess I'll just buy advanced components, because there's nothing better. I'll buy the glitter world. You know what I could do is, gift, because I can always use influence for devious reasons. Calling in favors, getting them killed, etc. 9? Is that all you're gonna give me? 9? Whatever. Get lost. Alright, you guys want the sword. So, remind me before I take off here that we're going for sword. And let's accept the covert hacking. How many did it want me to load in? 6? So, Liara, Mag, Joker, Tornal, Breakfire, and... Turtle, you don't have a weapon yet. Here's a monosword. Turtle, this is your first tour of duty, so don't screw it up, or we're gonna leave you there. In a casket. And I left Skyra behind so she can keep smithing. Airdog because he's a miner, not that I have any mining to do, and I just left Julian because he's a plant cutter. Kilgore because we need a brawler. Let's go ahead and stop plant... Oh, generating. Alright, let's stop plant cutting because I definitely have enough wood. It's getting ridiculous. Could you park any further? Dear Lord. Tornal and Joker I brought because they're pseudoscientists. There's a lot of hermetic crates. I forgot to check how many clues we're here for. 3? Okay, so we only need one more terminal. That's not a big deal. And there it is. Wow, this is one tame facility. There's no threats. No trap. Well, one trap in a room that doesn't matter. They could not have made this any easier. I have found that a lot of the relic quests are bugged. I'm sure you guys have found the same, where it's like, Worshipful Village. And there's just like a single person at the village. And you're like, how is this even a threat? There's no one here. And that's very much been my experience with Odyssey as a result of Odyssey's change to ideology. I wonder if that's going to be addressed in the bug log. It's got to be reported by now, because I'm not the only one experiencing that. This is a vanilla series, and it's happened with no mods, so it's not like my mods are messing with it. Alright, that's Intel 2 of 5. Getting close to being done. You know, it'd be interesting if those quests where they have you go shuttle would instead allow you to take your own shuttle. Because, like, I would rather take my own shuttle. One thing I do find weird is when you land with a shuttle, you can either land on edge or center. I feel like there should be more options than that. Like, you shouldn't be restricted from choosing your own landing the same way that a grav ship can just choose wherever it wants to land. I don't know why it would be restricted. It doesn't really make any sense. Alright, that's probably enough chem fuel for now. And then we'll be taking off. And right before we take off in the morning, I'll accept for the sword. I don't know if I want to give... I mean, it makes the most sense to give the sword to Mag, who's already hypersensitive. Grav ship looks amazing. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's very functional too. It's like a very capable murder ship. I mean, there's some tweaks I would make if I had to like build it over again, but I rather like it. Yeah, here's the exotic goods trader. Perfect. Because I was kind of waiting for them. We only have 20 hours left to accept the EMI Dynamo, and I definitely don't want our power to get knocked out while we're here, so let's trade with them quickly, and then accept the quest and be on our way. And I'll give it to Mag. Oh, another Imperial Trader. So I guess the first Imperial Trader that we had was just like a random one. And this is like the actual one? That's so confusing. Shooting skill trainer, sure. Give me your gold, hell yeah. And you guys can get lost. Actually, you know what? Is there anything they want from us? I'll give them hyperweave. And, ooh, some components, but not that many. Because I don't need as many components as I have. For the shooting trainer, who needs it most? Well, not Liara, she's already 20. 20, 20, 18, 18, 14, 15. Turtle, oh, it's Turtle. Skyra, well, so here's the thing. Skyra's the worst shooter, but she doesn't have a passion. But I'm gonna give it to her anyway. Because she is the worst by far. So, level 10. I mean, that's average. That's respectable. Alright, the other trader's up here. $16 hours to accept the EMI. And these jerkwads didn't even bring plasteel for me. I should stop bothering with the, whatever they're called, the, Imperial traders, because they just don't show up with anything I care for. Now that we have all the tech prints, like, there's virtually nothing I ever buy from them anyway. I'm just, like, wasting my rep. Not that it really matters. Okay, Tornal, I need you to switch your armor. Because your old armor sucks. It's 50% broken. And then dye your new armor. Boy, is that a hell of a beard. Okay, we got Dynamode. And when you accept like an atmospheric condition, you get awarded immediately. So I'm going to give this to Mag. So now Mag is like 2 bionic legs and fast mover. So she should be moving scary fast in 100% light with her 2 bionic legs. Even though she has a... Yeah, that's pretty fast. That's almost a full cell faster than anyone else. Than average, I should say. Psychic speed. Even though she has a stone skin. So, good combo. And let's... Part of me wants to kill the Huskies and the mech cluster, but like a part of me doesn't care. It's like really not my problem. So, let's go up to the orbital stash. That sounds like a fun destination. And we're just waiting on more relic opportunities to fall in our lap, or more quests like bounty hunts and all sorts of other flavors of murder to be offered up to us. What's the height of RimWorld Pond? 1 standard unit. Wait, what? This is Veryville. Or Verville. I'm a little confused. This was an orbital stash. Y'all don't look very stashy to me. I'm going to use the brawler melee trick to try to find the stash, because I don't want to do exploratory mining, because I ain't got time for that. Or rather, I don't have patience for that. But I did park it for the plasteel for that matter. So, melee trick to find the stash. Turtle, you are going to switch with Mag's weapon. So where... Did we not grab the Zeus? Oh, no, here it is. All right, it's here. So the trick is, anywhere where there is mountain, you'll have like the Zeus hammer or whatever melee icon that you have, and anytime there's a void, you have this like cancel symbol because they can't path to it, meaning it's empty here. So the stash, we could mine to this spot right here. That might be easiest. Done. And then we'll reconfirm. Oh, I missed it by one cell. One lower. Actually, this will work. Mine to there. The melee trick. Because yeah, I would not want to mine out a bunch of tunnels and not know where I'm mining. So Meg, what is your your sensitivity now? It's probably something obscene. 220. Good lord. If she was a Psycaster, she'd be a monster. You want the Yayo song to wake up for your tone in the morning? You'd come to hate it. That's one thing I realize about wake up alarms is like you're gonna hate the melody. So you might as well have it be something annoying. Okay. Auto hack. You already hate the song? Alright, well that's fair. If you already hate it, you're doing it right. Oh, I did not see the wasps. Totally overlooked that. A hack door within a hack door within a hack door. Yep. We've got a unique weapon, charge capacitor. Makes it higher damage and armor pen, and extended barrel for range. That, if only it was a masterwork gun, because being a good gun, it doesn't have the bonuses, the damage bonuses that the masterwork would, but those are really nice conditions. This thing has a range of 33 and a damage of 22. That's real good. For reference, like a typical one has a range of 28 and a damage of 16. So, big old bonus there. Which means air doggy. You know, just get rid of your old... I'm just going to leave their charge rifle here. I don't even need to bring it with me. Upgrade! Okay, unbeknownst to me, Joker hacked a nowhere door. Glitter meds. Here's another unique weapon. Roman's Deadly LMG. High-powered rounds. So armor pen damage. It's a masterwork. That's awesome. It's not very accurate, but that's going to be better than maybe Julian's gun? Yeah. So we'll have Julian switch up. Oh, I keep missing them. God, they are stealth wasps. It's the second time in a row I've just like completely obliviously marched into a wasp trap. There's even a uranium coronet. You know, in case you wanted radiation scarring along your ridgeline. Now comes with bonus male pattern baldness. Alright, that's the outside. And the last door is here. And a stellate crown, too. Oh, also made of uranium. Is the mask also uranium? No, it's steel. I'm going to leave these things behind. I don't really want them. Yes, sandstone blocks. Who on Earth would bring blocks to an asteroid made of blocks? A madman, that's who. So we've got this harmonizer. I don't really want to install a harmonizer. Liara already has one, and she's the only one I really care about. We have a healing enhancer. I think I'd intended for this to go into turtle. And then with the added plas steel, we'll probably just make replacement locus armor. I don't think I'm going to make bionics unless I get a whole bunch more. Because the plas steel we got here wasn't enough to like fund our locus armor production, because it's pretty expensive. Alright, of all the people that have locus armor, Air Dogs is going to break pretty soon. Yeah, really just Air Dogs. So let's have Air Dog ditches for the new one. And that will prompt Skyward to make yet another. I should also check helmets, because we might need some replacements of those. So, checking helmets. Brake fires, 86, 88, 88, 88, 86, 93, 99, 95. Never mind, we don't need an extra helmet. We're going to helmets. Ooh, brake fire did the surgery. Alright. I did kinda low-key wanted to attack some of the Exo network. Because why not? The orbital traders really haven't been offering orbital trade opportunities to me, and let's say Liara's a little salty about that. So let's make some more chem fuel out of the wood we got, and maybe attack some of the orbital traders, just to exert some dominance. Alright, we'll go ahead and jump. And we're going to raid an orbital trader. So in order to raid an orbital trader, we need a signal jammer, which of course we already have. And we can just land at their platform. They're going to be hostile, because, you know, this is an aggressive act. But I'm all about it. I saw on the RimWorld subreddit a very interesting point. Anytime you raid an entire... Anytime you clear out all of the settlements for a specific faction, you remove their faction from the faction list. And now with Odyssey, you can actually do that with the Mech Hive. Meaning that hypothetically, if you were proactive enough to kill all of the factions, you could hypothetically have like a raid-free win in RimWorld now. Which is like, I think, pretty interesting. You know, it hadn't initially occurred to me. But yeah, that is possible. So I want to... I'm really... Luckily, I have the Gangplank, so I guess it doesn't really matter. It would take a really long time to do. Well, you can always dev mode up a 5% world. But honestly, even a 30% world, it wouldn't be that bad if you, on planet generation, had it set to low pop. Because, like, for this world, this is like a 50% or whatever. It would take forever here. But if it was like a low pop 30, we could just grav engine, hop, 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 kill, kill, kill. And a crew like this, would take no time at all. So we have grav nausea, so I don't really want to go anywhere with everyone like pukey nauseous, because that's no good. Also, okay, Turtle does have a shield belt. Would you just keep getting insect infestations and manhunter events? So interestingly, even when you disable the mech hive, you can still get mech clusters and mech attacks, but they just arrive disabled. They arrive deactivated. So you would also still get mech attacks, but they would just be like free steal and component delivery, more or less. And what you would end up having is probably just an excessive amount of insects if they were valid to spawn, because they're not always valid. If you don't have any exposed overhead mountain that is temperate. And then you'd probably have a lot of manhunter packs and stuff like that. But you could turn your... Oh, why is this... Yeah. All right. Let's fix that. Because of this vac door, I realized that our tomb is like not vac safe, despite it being in a vac safe zone. So we got to add a an aux pump there. So one of the reasons I haven't entered their base yet was we had mass vomitus as a result of the gravnage. And this is one of the trade bases. So I'm having Mag piss them off until they trigger an attack on us. Turtle, where'd your... Oh, yeah, go get your Zeus. Interestingly, because of the terrain here, if we just bottleneck this spot, they can't walk past us. No, you're still anesthesia and nauseous, so I'm going to leave you out of this fight. Frenchie and Aram. Activate them shields. Are you really going to try to poke my ship to death? That would be so annoying. Why aren't you pathing to me? What is your deal? Do you... Really? Alright, if you're going to be like that... Alright, fine, whatever. We'll deal with it. Just surprising that they are not actually taking the path into the base that I would expect them to. Making my life extra hard, extra annoying. Luckily, I'll just kill myself a path. Kilgore, your legs are gonna fall off, bud. There you go, there's some backup. Alright, Mag, you go after Van Black, because he's shooting Air Dog. Don't like that. Skyra, you're dismissed, you're our smith. Kilgore, you better not lose that leg, or I'm gonna make you pay for it. Yo, you guys are probably honestly shooting Mag more than... Oh no, her shield belt's still up. Base destroyed, and all of the hostile, factions are like, we like that, which is funny because you know they're not my friends, but they like it anyway. Good job, crew. Time for some R&R, some little rest and recovery, which is not the R&R that normally is referenced. Wow. Mag, what did you do? You cut an ear, an eye, both legs, a spine, an arm, and most of the torso. Dear Lord. Alright, I'm going to have them on full ship so that they can render repairs, except for, of course, the slaves that should not be in vacuum. Yeah, that was like an Uno reverse, exactly. They like bottlenecked me here and I was like, haha, I have meleeers, you're dead. And that's one of the reasons why I love having at least a few meleeers, because you can really turn the cards on tactics. Because if you rely all on shooting, because obviously if you have superior defensive advantages, you can often get away with just like shooting your way through every problem with like the right embrasures or barricades or kill boxes. But some events, like pod drop raids and when they are not non-cooperative combatants, if you will, having the ability to just massacre them via brawlers comes in handy. Once Turtle's anesthesia is worn off, I'm going to go through their base and deal with it. I just don't want him to get anesthesia wandering while clearing it, because that's worse. Are Mag and Liara related? Friend? But no. All of Liara's relatives, I think, have died. Yeah. Dead. I mean, Atla's still here, I think. No, that's Turtle. Yeah, Atla's still here. One day she might live, but that day ain't today. Man, that leg damn nearly came off from just getting bruised over and over and over. We're all Liara's children? Yeah, something like that. I'm going to create a new zone. Set to load. Oh, this is weird. I had to claim it. Okay. I was like, I can't forbid this door? Why not? I decided to maybe send some corpses. Oh, give us a gift. They want it. And soon they'll sell me human leather. Hey, Liara, come out of here. Use your... Oh, you know what? I have an idea. Everyone get inside the ship. I'm going to clear out all these turrets the efficient way. I'm going to take a little risk and stand here, but I'm going to call them in here. Call in mechanoids. There we go. She got clipped once. Might as well use the powers I have, right? So I'm calling in... Oh! Oops! All Scythers! Called in Scythers to clear out the turrets, because my brawlers are all out of commission. And now, the remaining Scythers are so broken they can barely move, and I can clean them up easy peasy. Of course, I'm sure there's like more threats in the doors or whatever, but... Interesting that there's grav light panels. I guess that's good to know. If you lack grav light panels, you can raid orbital trader bases for them. I mean, it makes sense, right? They live in space. All right, Turtle, are you... Okay, Turtle is good to go. So, I'd like my Brawlers to be the one to clear bases, just because I haven't spent a lot of time clearing out trade bases, and I don't want to be caught with my pants down if there's like an actual threat behind the doors. But it did allow me to like claim the base, which usually indicates that the threats are gone. But I'd rather be safe than sorry. Yep, yeah, here's some threats. Come on, dude. Swing. Oh my god. Are you gonna get perma-stunned? You almost lost your nose. You'd think a turtle would know how to protect his face a bit better than that. Just random stack of plasteel? Because, yeah, I haven't rated enough of these orbital bases to really know if it's, like, worth the effort. Because I know, like, the random settlement bases on the planet are mostly worthless unless you hit a, occasionally the royal ones are okay. The royal ones are okay because you can find, like, Eltex gear and stuff like that in them occasionally. I mean, not commonly, but occasionally. But if it wasn't a royal base, I wouldn't bother because most of the other bases don't have much and they suck. A stack of die. Another turret with some advanced components. So it looks to me like the trade bases up here are like orbital platforms that just happen to have trade faction people in them. Which is interesting in terms of like the code used to generate the zones. Meaning that I think they probably have a loophole more similar to orbital platforms than they do of settlement bases. That would be my guess. My educated guess. Because, at least anecdotally, there's been a lot more value in this settlement than any settlement that you'd ever find on the surface. Oops. Crap. Started hauling stuff out. Because settlements on the surface are, like, very garbage. They always have been. I've always, every major update in DLC, I'm always hopeful that they'll, like, change that, but it never ever changes. Maybe I'm just picky, but it would be awesome if, like, settlement raids were, like, a thing, and it felt good to do it, and you rewarded and whatnot. Another stack of uranium, or rather a stack of uranium. A little annoying that I have to claim every door. Stack of smoke leaf, stack of jade. Because I've taken over this base, I can't just like force doors open. It's a different double commands. I don't think unlike the last orbital base we were at, I'm gonna bother with the soldiers. I mean the loot pool, well, we do want gold. And they can have gold. Maybe I will. Getting a golden throne would still be a cool goal. To that end, it wouldn't hurt for me to attune to gold. So let's try that as well. That might be the shortcut to that goal. Oh, the one I was literally... Okay. The hack panel disabled the turret I was in the process of destroying. So we've got 2 blast doors that need opening, I think. And then there was another advanced components box. Did I pop that open? 1 and 2. I guess I opened both. Okay. So just a few more hacks and we're done with this. I think I've already queued up roofs to be removed. It's just everyone's sleeping, so they're not currently working on that. And I'm going to venture a guess to say I don't have my spare locust armor because of a lack of wood for chem fuel. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Odyssey, the Pilgrim ship, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream of another series or game. Farewell, fellow pilgrims.